research, I think the people that knew me when I was 17, 18, they're probably having a good laugh listening to me talking, research and PhD. I probably was the least academic person you could ever meet when I was 17. I was probably smoking too much weed and drinking too much and partying. So I was definitely not academic material back then.
Right.
So I got into all of that fairly late as well.
Okay. Did you find you have to reinvent yourselves at certain points of your life?
I probably reinvent myself every day.
Wow.
I think at least now. Back then, I think that there are a couple of moments where you really have to and that reinvention only happens because you're going through a difficult period, the challenges.
So you're forced to change something.
Yeah, and I think it's this realization that something is not right, and how do I deal with this? Yeah, and then adapt.
Yeah, do you know, I reinvented myself when I came to uni to study. I was a mature student, and I'd always been the class clown.
Okay.
I ended up on building sites just because that's what people do when they flunk school at the end.
Okay.
I went to a grammar school when I was younger, so
Okay.
I did well at a young age, got to grammar school, then it all kind of went downhill. So I was the class clown. I've got a group of school friends who I'm still really close with.
Okay.
So they all know me as the class clown. So it's really difficult to reinvent yourself when you're in a group of people who see you one way and are disappointed when you don't maintain that character,
Yeah, no.
That's what I found. And then going to university made it easier because there was a whole group of new people who never knew me. I was older than all of them, so they looked up to me as someone who was more organised than them, which was laughable at the time. But I was that just because I was older, and you learn these things as you get older, and that gave me an opportunity to kind of reinvent myself as something a bit more professional, maybe slightly more professional. Anyway, you probably laugh at that.
I know, but I know exactly how you feel about that, because I think that was something that I also did in high school. I also was a bit the class clown. I think it was my way of dealing with the difficulties back home.
I was going to say it's probably to do with parents and divorce and
Yeah. So
rather than cry, you laugh.